Bam. Whoop.
You're sloppy already.
We'll spill for good luck.
Hey everybody, welcome back to Drinking While Interviewing, the show where we interview people while we drink beer. Pretty self-explanatory. I'm Taylor D. Adams from Scrapt, and today our guest is Evan Kidd, filmmaker, director, screenwriter as well?
Sure, yeah.
Let's just throw all the titles in there.
Yeah, a lot of them.
Thanks for joining us, man.
Yeah, man, for sure.
His most recent release is Son of Clowns, out now on Amazon Prime Video. Be sure to check that out. And today, we're drinking a very interesting beer, so let's get right to it. Birdsong Brewing Company's Jalapeño Pale Ale out of Charlotte, North Carolina, 5.5%. Drinking out of some tall boys. So shall we give it a try?
Sure, let's do it. Cheers. Ooh, that's sharp. I like that. Yeah, oh, that's interesting.
I mean, I hate to say I taste the jalapeno because it is a jalapeno pale ale, but that's exactly what it comes through. I'm not mad at that. I was a little scared. I was scared because I don't do extremely well with spicy stuff. But this actually isn't that bad.
I'll say it's kind of like queso getting into your beer, but in the best way possible. It's not gross.
Yeah, if queso actually got in your beer, that'd be not
kind of gross. Yeah, you'd have to like fish it out with the chip and it'd be all soggy.
Then you lose the chip.
Right, oh.
Because you always lose the chip.
Always lose the chip.
Your latest release, Son of Clowns, out on Amazon Prime Video. Give me the summary, give me the IMDb synopsis.
Sure, so Son of Clowns is about a guy who is on a fictional television show that kind of sucks, and he knows it and the audience knows it, and so therefore it gets canceled. However, he loses his paycheck, and so he has to relocate from Los Angeles to come back home to Raleigh, North Carolina, where his family lives. And you know, as if that's not bad enough, his family actually is a bunch of clowns, like literal clowns. And so, you know, he's this out of work, artsy-fartsy actor going through his process, going through a little something else on the side too, and he brings all that baggage home to a bunch of clowns. And so as you can imagine, a lot of drama, a lot of comedy ensues. It's an interesting story that I think, you know, hopefully people will enjoy out there. You know, I think there's, you know, something to be said about this like kind of dated profession that is clowning. You know, I don't really have a personal attachment to it, but when you look at it through kind of a, you know, impartial lens, you see, you know, it's kind of dated in the, you know, years of YouTube and Vine stars and people entertaining us like through a tiny little screen in our pocket. What function do clowns have? And it's like, are they going extinct?
There's a big trend now, like with Louis C.K., with Pamela Adlon as well, making a show called Better Things.
Right.
Do you think there's more of a trend right now for creators themselves to write, direct, and star in their own material, either because they want control over it, or they just feel like they're the best representation of the work they're trying to make?
I think it's a little bit of both. I think that a lot of voices right now are being suppressed and marginalized in a lot of different ways. And so I think that being the author of your own work is really important, not only for, you know, like a financial reason for, you know, saying, hey, I can control where the budget goes and blah, blah, blah on a more practical level, but on also saying, you know, if I want to make a show about someone that I'm not seeing in the media or I'm not seeing on TV, I have the power to do that and take it upon myself and put that out in the world. So I think you're right, people like Louis C.K. are, you know, definitely doing that in all the right ways. And so I think that's what's pretty exciting about the, you know, auteur format.
Tell me a little bit about why you got into filmmaking in the first place.
I just really liked movies. Like, there's really no better way to spend like a Saturday afternoon, in my opinion, than just like going to a matinee and just getting a big thing of popcorn and just like hanging out with cool people. You know, for me, it was just a way to connect all these ideas and stories that I had in my head to the real world. And, you know, working with actors is just such a wonderful process when it's right and such a headache when it's wrong. But when it's right, it's right. And like those highs are what make the whole thing worth it. So, you know, for me, when I really got into it, it was a matter of, you know, finding people here in North Carolina that were interested in making films. With Son of Clowns, we pretty much made that right when the film incentives tanked in 2014 and 2015. And so we really linked up with a lot of people here in North Carolina that, you know, really just wanted to see local film happen in a way that, you know, wasn't connected to, you know, a tax incentive or to, you know, budget coming in from all the way in Hollywood across the country, you know, thousands of miles away. It really felt like, you know, people here wanted to see something from here. And so, you know, when I saw that need when I was younger, I didn't know how I could fill it. And as I got older and did more experimentation, I kind of figured that if I took it on myself and also like really collaborated and met people, then, you know, you could really kind of bring anything you want into the world now with like DSLR cameras and all kinds of, you know, cool tech being accessible to everyone.
All All right, Evan, speaking of clowns, I'm gonna need you to assign a famous clown to this beer.
Again, I have two answers for this as well.
You're getting greedy.
Yeah, I am getting greedy. To be topical, I would say Pennywise, just because it, of course, is everywhere. But I'm gonna give the aforementioned no-name clown in my own movie, Son of Clowns, who is played by a really good friend of mine, Eric Hartley, the rating here. And I don't know if you can superimpose his face or something, but
Shameless.
Shameless. I'll be shameless. But it's just because the dude is that cool of a guy, and he actually opened his house to us during filming. And so give him a shout out however I can, even with the beer rating.
I'm going to, I had to think a little bit on this. By a little bit, I mean the 20 minutes I've been sitting here.
Sure.
Obviously it's a little spicy, so it's a little different
Right.
than your normal pale ale.
Right.
It's just a little funky, and just it's a little weird. So I'm gonna have to go with Krusty the Clown.
Oh, Krusty,
on,
Simpsons.
on this one.
Yeah.
I feel like, I almost picture him in a bit where he eats something really spicy and like the smoke starts coming out of his ears. That's kind of how I think the direction of this beer is going.
I think he bathes in it.
That would explain a lot, I
Would.
think. It is alcohol.
You're right.
Yeah. The dude's got some problems.
Yeah.
Evan, well, thank you so much.
Yeah, man.
Cheers.
Cheers.
Thank you for being on the show. Good luck with all your future film endeavors. We'll see you guys next time.
Later.
Cheers. We were talking earlier about some of Louis C.K.'s work,
Yeah.
and a little bit on auteur work. That's your fancy word for the day.
Yep.
Slightly pretentious.
Oh yeah, but it feels great when you make the work.
Yeah, and if you know it, if you know what it means, you sound really self-important.
Yeah.